Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So, good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. I have an unbelievable decode for you today. Puerto Rico hit with a massive power outage today on New Year's Eve. And I'm going to show you guys how this power outage today is all connected to the Antichrist, Barack Obama, and his movie Leave the World Behind, which was all about a blackout. And then when we get done with that, I got a few new things to show you with Jimmy Carter. Basically, it's going to be his funeral date that we're going to be talking about. So it should be a good show. We're going to get started with the power outage first, and then we'll talk about Jimmy Carter some more. But let's give it a few seconds, wait for a few people to jump in, and then we'll get started. Hey Evelyn, how you doing? Hey John, good to see you. Hey Cozy, hope you're doing well. Hey Anonymous, how you doing? Hey David. Hey Silvana. Hey Tracy. Guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and get started. Alright guys, give me a second to get all set up. Alright, I think that looks okay. Let me know in the chat, guys. Can you hear me okay? Can you see the picture okay? Y'all ready to start? Hey Sean, how you doing? Hey Justine, good to see ya. Alright guys, here we go. This one should blow your mind. Okay, most of Puerto Rico hit by New Year's Eve power outage. And we get this article from today, December 31st. Yeah, Cozy, we've had some fog over where I'm at too. But yeah, that was more so yesterday, quite a bit of fog. Hey, hey Larry. Hey Katie. Hey Heather. Alright guys, here we go. Most of Puerto Rico hit by New Year's Eve power outage. This article from today, December 31st, New Year's Eve. A blackout hit nearly all of Puerto Rico early Tuesday as the U.S. territory prepared to celebrate New Year's Eve. More than 1.2 million out of the 1.47 million clients were without power, according to Luma Energy, a private company that oversees electricity transmission and distribution on the island. Alright guys, here we go. Guys, we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Alright guys, so we're going to be connecting this blackout to Barack Obama and his movie Leave the World Behind, which was about a blackout. Okay? You ready for this? Number one, Obama's movie about the blackout was called Leave the World Behind. In gematria, Leave the World Behind equals 192. Hey, there's Cody. Everybody make sure you subscribe to Decoding with Cody in the chat. And yes, he has been talking a lot about blackouts. Hey, Cody, wait till you see the first part of this decode. Just slide 1 will blow your mind. You ready? Leave the World Behind, 192. That's Obama's movie. Great Tribulation, 192. Obama equals 192. In the movie Leave the World Behind, the movie ends in the Commodus bunker. Okay, the little girl can finally finish the last episode of Friends in the Commodus bunker. That's how the movie ends, in the Commodus bunker. When did Commodus die? He died in the year 192, like Leave the World Behind, 192, like Obama, 192. When did Commodus die in 192? Oh, look at that. He died on December 31st. What's today's date, ladies and gentlemen? Is today December 31st? How do you like that? You're telling me Obama's movie about a power outage ends in the Commodus bunker, and now we have a power outage today on the birthday of Commodus. Or not the birthday, the day he died. Sorry. The day he died. Okay? Try to wrap your head around that. I've been talking about Commodus and Obama's movie for years now, or over a year, because it came out in 2023. Look at that. Leave the World Behind, 192. Great Tribulation, 192. Obama, 192. I might have misspoke. Did I say birthday the whole time? I meant death date. Okay? If I misspoke, my bad. Commodus. He died today, guys. Alright? December 31st. That's the date of his assassination. By the way, how did Commodus die? He drowned like Matthew Perry drowned. And remember Friends, Matthew Perry? That's where they watched the last episode of Friends, in the Commodus bunker. By the way, the last episode of Friends is Season 10, Episode 18. 1018, like Luke 1018. And we're going to talk more about the 1018 later. But also, don't forget, the last episode of Friends is 2 hours and 22 minutes. Like the Antichrist Barack Obama is 222. Okay? So I do apologize if I misspoke. I'm clearly a little bit excited about this decode. But yeah, this is the first slide, okay? Obama's movie about the blackout was called Leave the World Behind, which equals 192. Like Great Tribulation is 192. Obama equals 192. That movie ends in the Commodus bunker. Commodus died in the year 192. And look at the date that he died. December 31st. That's today. The day of the blackout. And here's a picture from the movie right here. See, this is the Commodus bunker in the movie right there. Alright? So, right off the bat, we already have a clear connection to Obama's movie. Because it's about a power outage. It ends in the Commodus bunker. Commodus died in 192, like Leave the World Behind. And now we have a power outage on December 31st, the day he died. Okay? Alright, I think we got the 192 part. So on top of that, Commodus equals 103 and 31, like Obama is 103 and 31, and Dragon is 103 and 31. So long story short, Commodus equals Obama. Commodus 103.31, Obama 103.31. And then Obama is also 192, like Commodus died in 192 and Leave the World Behind 192, okay? No, Cody, I did not see what the Philadelphia Eagles posted, but do let us know. Okay. Now, where do they watch the last episode of Friends? In the Commodus bunker. Alright, today is the day Commodus died. What's the name of the last episode of Friends? It's called The Last One. That's the last episode of Friends, guys. Me and Cody went crazy with this decode when it happened. All right? Wrap your head around this. The movie is about a power outage. The big theme of the movie is friends. By the way, the movie came out right after Matthew Perry died. And let's not forget, Matthew Perry said he had a man crush on Obama. Matthew Perry, a.k.a. Chandler Bing, died 666 months after his character's fictional birthday. And, or was it 666 weeks? Hold on, now I gotta look it up. Hold on. This might be a long show today, for the record. But yeah, it was either 666 weeks or 666 months. But yeah, Matthew Perry died 666 from his character's fictional birthday, Chandler Bing. And here's the thing, Bing equaled 192, like Obama. Like Leave the World Behind. But remember, Matthew Perry died on the day leaving 64 days left in the year. Right? Matthew Perry died on the day leaving 64 days left in the year. And Matthew Perry equals 64. Yeah, it was months. There you go. Chandler Bing's fictional birthday, April 8th, which was the eclipse date, right? See how eclipse is 192, like Bing 192? And long story short, guys, Matthew Perry died October 28th, which means, if you look over here, Matthew Perry died 666 months after his character's fictional birthday. All right? And remember, oh, look, here I am mentioning the Commodus bunker right there. Commodus. Look at that. And then remember, Santa's Gotta Go. That's the story that Obama was reading in the classroom that looked like the I Pet Goat classroom. Santa's Gotta Go has the 192, like Leave the World Behind, like Bing, like Obama. But yeah, we had the death of Matthew Perry, right before Leave the World Behind came out. Here, let me see if I can find the 64 slide. Hold on. Yeah, remember he had the 83 posts on Instagram, and then he drowned. 83 after playing pickleball. 83 like murder and sitcom. But yeah, see, Matthew Perry equals 64, dead on the day, leaving 64 days left in the year. Don't forget Barack Hussein Obama equals 64, and the Antichrist equals 64. Let me see if there's anything else to mention here. Oh yeah, see how he's spitting water out?
Like this picture's supposed to say Geller and Bean to be married, not local woman saves drowning moron. Hey, don't laugh at him. He's my drowning moron.
You hear that? What did she just call Matthew Perry? A drowning moron? What's he doing here? Spitting water out of his mouth? How did Commodus die? He drowned. He was assassinated by drowning.
I just keep striking out. I don't get it either. I mean, you're obviously desperate. You're asking women how they want to be killed.
Well, this is great. Rachel's going to keep kissing guys until she finds the one she wants, and I'm going to die alone.
By drowning, or...
You hear what he said? He said by drowning? Yeah, what are the odds?
Oh, no. I'll get her. I am super confident, totally responsible, and fourth in line to raise Emma. I'll be right there, Emma. Just let me get my trusty diaper bag here. Well, what do you know? I guess I'll be the one who dies first.
Oh, I guess I'll be the one to die first. Oh, who died first? Matthew Perry. But, yep. Oh, see, there it is right there. Chandler Bing, fictional birthday, April 8th, 1968, which means he died 666 months after his character's fictional birthday. And then here's his memoir, where he said, I would give it all up not to feel this way. I think about it all the time. It's no idle thought. It's a cold-hearted fact. That Faustian prayer I made was a stupid one, the prayer of a child. It was not based on anything real, but it became real. I have the money, the recognizability, and the near-death experiences to prove it. Faustian prayer, right? AKA Faustian bargain, a deal with the devil. That's in Matthew Perry's book. There he is with Obama right there. Okay? And, yeah, he said he had a man crush. Here, I'll just type it in. Here. Man crush, Matthew Perry, Obama. So here's all the articles here. See, Matthew Perry reveals Barack Obama is his man crush, all right? So I'm just showing you there's connections with Matthew Perry and Obama, right? So what are the odds? Matthew Perry dies right before Leave the World Behind comes out, and then Leave the World Behind has the Friends theme, right? The whole movie, obviously about a power outage, but also it's all about the little girl trying to watch the last episode of Friends. And what is the last episode of Friends? It's called The Last One, which equals power outage. Are you kidding me? And on top of that, how many times have I talked about Obama and the number 1018? You're telling me the last episode of Friends is season 10, episode 18? And I got more on the 1018 later. But yeah, that's pretty wild, right? So the last one, which is in the Commodus bunker, again, if you're just coming in, I know I've been all over the place, so let me give you a quick recap on the first 3 slides. Okay, we have a blackout today. Obama's movie about a blackout. Leave the World Behind is the name of the movie. 192, Great Tribulation, 192. I just showed you Bing equaled 192, like Chandler Bing, who died 666 months after his character's birthday. Obama, 192. Commodus, the movie Leave the World Behind ends in the Commodus bunker. Commodus died in the year 192. When did he die? December 31st. What's today's date of the blackout? December 31st. I don't think that's a coincidence, people. Okay? Commodus, where the movie ends in the Commodus bunker. 10331 Obama. 10331 Dragon. 10331. The movie ends in the Commodus bunker with the little girl watching the last episode of Friends. Season 10, episode 18, like Luke 10:18. And the last episode is called The Last One, which just happens to equal power outage. The last one, 151.52, power outage, 151.52. So what are the odds that we get a power outage on New Year's Eve, when New Year's Eve equals 56 and 52, like power outage is 56 and 52? Isn't it amazing how the news just lines up every day by the numbers? So yeah, power outage equals New Year's Eve. Power outage 5652, New Year's Eve 5652. And remember the name of the cargo ship in Obama's movie that loses control? Like that cargo ship lost control? Wait, what? For real, Cody? Is that from the Netflix release? You're saying today is 433 days from that? That would be a great addition. Hold on. Cody's better with the prime numbers than I am. But, well, that would certainly be interesting. Hold on. Because I don't have that. And I'm not even to the good part of the decode yet. I mean, the Commodus part's pretty good, but I got even better stuff. Oh, from the premiere. From the premiere, you're saying? Leave the World Behind premiere. October 25th, 2023. So you're saying it's 433 days from that, which is the 84th prime number, which is obviously Obama equals 84 born on 8/4. That would be pretty remarkable. Let's see. 10/25. Wait, Cody's down here bringing all kinds of fire. Hold on a minute. Cody, I'm going to have to get a pen and a paper for this one. My goodness. Hold on, guys. Cody's bringing the heat. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's going to be a long show today, folks. Okay, so you're telling me it's 433, which is allegedly the 84th prime number. You're telling me it's 61 weeks and 6 days, and blackout is 616. What cipher is that in, Cody? Blackout is 616. All right. And you're telling me it's 14 months and 6 days, which is what again? Let's see. Oh, standard. Okay. Yeah, I don't use standard too much, but Cody does use that cipher, so we'll go ahead and show it. Standard. And then what was the 146? All right, hold on here. Let me scroll back and read Cody's comments. You say power outage is 146. That's in the base ciphers? All right, let's take a look at all these things. Okay, let's check it out. Let's look at what Cody's saying. So Cody's saying the premiere of Leave the World Behind, October 25th, 2023. All right, so today is 433 days from the premiere of Leave the World Behind. And Cody is saying 433 is the 84th prime number. Okay. Is the 84th prime number 433? Wow. It sure is. All right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Make sure y'all subscribe to Decoding with Cody. He's bringing the fire today. Okay, so there's a connection to Obama right there. Okay? Let me, man, this is wild. Okay, so let's pull up the Jewish cipher here. So you can see Obama equals 84. And when was Obama born? Right? August 4th, 84. So that's pretty incredible right there. All right, we need to leave this on the screen for when we do the recap later. So yeah, today is 433 days from the premiere of Leave the World Behind. 433 is the... Oh, gotta add, of course. Here, I'll just zoom in like this. No ads that way. There we go. Okay. Leave the World Behind premiere October 25th, 2023. Today is 433 days later, and that is the 84th prime number. Very good. And Obama equals 84, born on 8/4. Okay. Now, you're saying power outage. Here, let's pull up some more slides here. And power outage is 146. Power outage is 146. And Cody is saying today is 14 months and 6 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind. Man, that's a good one. So, we're not even to the good stuff yet, and we've already made an undeniable connection to Obama and Obama's movie. It's already a done deal, and I'm not even halfway through the decode. Wow. That's amazing, man. Just amazing. Today is 433 days after the premiere, the 84th prime, Obama 84, born on 8/4. Today is 14 months, 6 days after the premiere, which is 146, like power outage. Man. And then one more. One more here from Cody. And then standard, okay. Hey, there's Garo in the chat. Everybody in the chat, make sure you subscribe to Jurassic Liars in the chat. Check him out. He makes some great connections every day. And he's got some big predictions that we might need to look at coming up this new year. Maybe something in Seattle, June 11th. Definitely something to look at. But yeah, make sure you go subscribe to Jurassic Liars and Decoding with Cody in the chat. Okay, so standard. And Garo, feel free to fire away, man. Anything you got, any kind of observations, don't hold back. Go wild in the chat. Okay. And blackout equals 616, 616. And today is 61 weeks and 6 days after the premiere. Wow. So there it is, guys. 616. So one more time. These are all from Cody here. And great job, man. I appreciate the help. But yeah, Leave the World Behind made its premiere October 25th, 2023. Okay? So today is 433 days later. See the 433? 433, the 84th prime number. Obama equals 84, born on 8/4. Or you could say today is 14 months and 6 days from the premiere. 146, like power outage. Or you could say today is 61 weeks and 6 days from the premiere, like blackout is 616. Pretty remarkable. Wow. All right. Here, let me make sure I got that written down here. 84th prime. Because I'll have to make some new slides too after the fact. So we got the 84th prime, blackout, and power outage, 146. Great stuff. Okay. Now, what are the odds Obama's movie about the power grid going down, right? Remember, the first thing to go wrong in the movie, the cargo ship White Lion loses control and comes ashore. What are the odds White Lion is a perfect match to power grid? In 3 out of the 4. All right? The movie is about the power grid going down. And since we're talking about the cargo ship, let's remind everybody what happened to the bridge from the cargo ship. Remember the Francis Scott Key Bridge, the guy who wrote the Star Spangled Banner? By the way, Star Spangled Banner equals 666. Fun fact. But remember, Obama's movie hit Netflix on December 8th, 12/8/128, right? And remember, the cargo ship in the movie is called White Lion, which equals 128, right? Well, you remember that bridge collapse that happened on March 26th, the Francis Scott Key Bridge? That bridge collapsed. If you look up at the top, the bridge collapsed at 1:28 a.m. And in gematria, bridge collapse equals 128. And the bridge collapsed 128 days before Francis Scott Key's birthday. Now, considering it was the Francis Scott Key Bridge, what are the odds, right? It happened in Maryland, which equals 128. The movie about the power grid, 128. It also happened 128 days after Joe Biden's birthday, the current president. Now, on top of all that, President Barack Obama equals 128. It's his movie. And what if I told you, in the movie, Leave the World Behind, the cargo ship loses control with 128 minutes left in the movie? And what if I told you 128 minutes into the movie, they show a broken bridge with the center missing? A bridge collapse. 128 minutes into Leave the World Behind. You put all that together, you know, I still say this is one of the best decodes ever, because it's just mathematically impossible for it to line up so perfect. But anyways, just wanted to remind you of that. Now, here's where we start getting real good. All right? I think we've already made a lot of good connections, but check this out, guys. More than 1.2 million out of the 1.47 million clients were without power, according to who? Luma Energy. Luma Energy, a private company that oversees electricity transmission and distribution on the island. Okay, so who oversees the electricity? Luma Energy. Today is 149 days after Obama's birthday. Luma Energy equals 149, like Antichrist is 149 and Revelation equals 149. We just happened to get this news today, 149 days after Obama's birthday, when Luma Energy is 149, like Antichrist and Revelation. But wait, there's more, because Obama made his last trip to Puerto Rico on June 14th, which is kind of like that power outage number, right? The 146, right? It was the 14th day. It was the 14th day of the 6th month, 146, when he was there, right? June 14th, 6/14, or the 14th day of the 6th month, 146, like power outage, right? But anyways, long story short, today is 49 days after Obama's visit. 49, like Luma Energy, 49, Antichrist, 49, and Revelation, 49. And what if I told you Luma Energy is a perfect match to Antichrist and Revelation and 3 out of the 4 base ciphers? How about that? Luma Energy equals Antichrist and Revelation. And it's 149 days from Obama's birthday. And it's 49 days from when he visited Puerto Rico. Remember, I just connected the Puerto Rican boxer to Obama, too. His name was Bamba, like Obama. Check out that decode. But yeah, we just talked about Obama and the Puerto Rican boxer. So we get this blackout today, 4 months and 4 weeks after Obama's birthday. Obama number 44. Well, when did Leave the World Behind hit Netflix? It came out 4 months and 4 days after Obama's birthday. So we get this news today, 4 months, 4 weeks after Obama's birthday, he's number 44. I wanted to remind you, you see this scene here from Leave the World Behind? The guy who designed and created the Obey poster is the same guy who created Obama's Hope poster. So I wanted to remind you of that. Now, this is supposed to be Andre the Giant, but kind of looks like Obama to me, just saying. Supposed to be Andre the Giant, kind of looks like Obama. Now, remember, Obama ran on Hope, right? Notice Hope equals 44, like Obama's number 44, right? And don't forget the full name of NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, equals 666. But one thing I also want to remind you of, as the little girl is making her way down to the Commodus bunker, this is like the last scene of the movie, all right? The little girl is making her way to the Commodus bunker. We see this: hope begins in the dark. Well, Obama ran on hope, right? But notice hope begins in the dark is 323, like Barack Hussein Obama is 323. Now, I want to remind you, another island just had a blackout not too long ago, which was also connected to Obama. Because if you remember, on October 18th, which is 10/18, like the last episode of Friends is season 10, episode 18, Cuba had a blackout on 10/18. Like Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Barack means lightning. Obama, a high place. So Barack Obama is like lightning from a high place, like Luke 10:18. Like Event 201, the pandemic simulation, was held on 10/18. Like Brittany Griner with the 10/18 birthday found guilty and sentenced on Obama's birthday. And then remember at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, they gave Brittany Griner a round of applause at 10:18 p.m. The last episode of Friends, season 10, episode 18. That's how the movie ends. And don't forget, the director of Leave the World Behind, Sam Esmail, his birthday and Obama's birthday are 10 months and 18 days apart. Yeah, and his production company is called Esmail Corp, which equals 666. So I wanted to remind you of that. And then don't forget that blackout in Cuba was 76 days after Obama's birthday, like Barack Obama equals 76. Like we have the 76s all over Obama's movie. Like the movie starts out with the 76 on the coffee cup, and then they got to take exit 76 to get to the vacation house. I know that 7's hard to see on the coffee cup. That's for a reason, though, because see how they highlighted that number 6? If you remember, they had 2 clocks, which also showed the number 6. So they made the 1-6 stand out so you would have 3 6s in that scene. But anyways, there is a 7 there. You still can't even see it. Hold on. Here. See it now? But yeah, there is a 7 on there. 76. Right? And then, you know, obviously the Georgia Guidestones went down on 7/6. And that was all connected to Obama. We talked about the Guidestones yesterday with Jimmy Carter, which means we're going to talk about it again today when we add some new things. But anyways, long story short, Obama's movie, they got the 76 on the coffee cup. They got to take exit 76 to get to the vacation house in the movie. And remember, the blackout begins with the cell phone outage, right? Well, what happened 76 days after Obama's movie hit Netflix? We had the massive cell phone outage on 2/22, right? 2/22, like the Antichrist, Barack Obama, who tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday, like Wuhan coronavirus 2/22 declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Now also, that blackout happened on 10/18. This is the leader of Cuba, all right, Miguel Bermudez. Okay, he's the president of Cuba, and that blackout was 181 days after his birthday. Like Barack Hussein Obama II, 181, Barack Obama, 181. How many people were on board of that South Korea plane? Was it 181? Does South Korea plane equal 181? Did I mention how the show out of South Korea showed the number 181 right before the plane crash. But yeah, in Squid Game, which came out of South Korea, they take a vote after the first game. The vote's tied 181 to 181. All right. So we get this news today, 74 days after the blackout in Cuba. And notice New Year's Eve blackout equals 74. Well, today is also 7 months and 4 days before Obama's birthday. And what if I told you the blackout in Cuba happened with 74 days left in the year? Like energy is 74 and Lucifer is 74. So we got all these 74s. What are the odds? New Year's Eve blackout 74, energy 74, Lucifer 74. Today is 74 days after the Cuba blackout, which was on the day leaving 74 days left in the year. And today is 7 months and 4 days before Obama's birthday. So Leave the World Behind came out in theaters on November 22nd, 2023. Today is exactly 58 weeks and 0 days after Leave the World Behind was released in theaters. Puerto Rico equals 58, power equals 58. Today is exactly 58 weeks after Leave the World Behind was released in theaters. Power, 32. Barack Obama, 32. Obama equals 32. The governor of Puerto Rico, Pedro, today is 116 days before his birthday. Barack Hussein Obama equals 116. All right, guys, that is it for the blackout part. If anybody would like to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job, and I'm not monetized by YouTube, so any support, very much appreciated, and thank you to everyone who does support. All right, guys, if you're just coming in, don't worry. We're going to recap the whole thing, including the new finds by Cody. And before we do that, let me show you some new stuff on Jimmy Carter, all right? And then we'll come back to the blackout. But yeah, I'm going to go pretty quick through the first part. We're pretty much going to recap most of it so I can tie it into the new information. But I'm going to go quick, all right? Give me a second. Let me take a sip of water. And guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. All right. So, Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, the 39th U.S. president, dies at 100. We got this news on December 29th. So the first thing we did was connect it to the plane crash that happened on December 29th in South Korea. And of course, I connected it to Obama and the new show Squid Game, which comes out of South Korea. Okay, so long story short, the U.S. president died 147 days after Obama's birthday. U.S. president equals 147. Well, that same day, we had Jeju Air Flight 2216 crash. Notice Jeju Air Flight 2216 is 147. It happened in Muan County, which equals 147. The plane was coming back from Thailand, which equals 147. And notice Squid Game is also 147, right? And Squid Game came out this week, okay, out of South Korea. So you might be thinking, come on, Joe, ain't no way Jimmy Carter is connected to Squid Game. Well, think again, because Squid Game is all about the number 456. You have 456 players competing for 45.6 billion Korean won. If we go back 456 days before Jimmy Carter died, we land on his birthday, okay? Notice President Barack Hussein Obama equals 456. Well, Georgia's birthday is February 12th, all right? That's when it was first settled. Anyways, Jimmy Carter, the governor from Georgia, right, he died 45 weeks and 6 days after Georgia's birthday. So you got a double 456 going on with Jimmy Carter, okay? The same day as the South Korea plane crash, Squid Game out of South Korea. Well, what happened just days before Squid Game came out on December 14th? South Korea got a new president named Han Duck-soo, which equals 456. And the star of Squid Game is player number 456. His name in the show is Seung Gi-hun, which equals 456. We got that news. Notice the birthday of the player. He's got a fictional birthday, like Chandler Bing had a fictional birthday. In the show, his birthday is October 31st, which means South Korea got a new president named Han Duck-soo 45 weeks and 6 days before the birthday of player 456. That's crazy. And if you think it's a coincidence, Squid Game Season 1 came out September 17th, 2021. It came out 45 weeks and 6 days after the birthday of player 456. And it came out 45 weeks and 6 days before Obama's birthday. And remember, President Barack Hussein Obama is 456. Barack H. Obama equals 456. When Obama announced he was running for president, he was 45 years, 6 months old. More specifically, he was 45 years, 6 months, and 6 days old. 4566 means Satan. Strong's 4566. And then don't forget, if we go back 456 days before Squid Game Season 1 came out, we land on the birthday of Han Duck-soo, who became the president right before Squid Game came out. Okay, and then don't forget Joe Biden, Obama's frontman. He fell off the bike in Delaware on June 18th, which is this guy's birthday. He fell off the bike 456 days after he fell down the stairs of Air Force One. Okay? So we're connecting this to the plane crash in South Korea. Notice Carter is 97 and 43, like plane crash is 97 and 43. And where did Jimmy Carter die? He died in Plains, Georgia. Plains, like airplane, right? And he died 2 months and 29 days after his birthday, like Barack Obama is 229. And we just had the South Korea plane on the same day he died, right? Well, how many people were on the plane? 181. South Korea plane, 181. Like Barack Hussein Obama II, like Barack Obama. And then here's my video from days ago, right before we had the plane crash from South Korea with the 181. I was talking about the show Squid Game and how after the first vote in the game, it's tied 181 to 181, like Barack Obama. And then he died 7 months and 6 days before Obama's birthday. His name, James Carter, equals 76, like Barack Obama equals 76. Jimmy Carter was the 76th governor of Georgia, which is where the Georgia Guidestones went down on July 6, 7-6. And remember, the Georgia Guidestones opened on 322, which is the number of skull and bones. And skull and bones equals 76. And George W. Bush, member of Skull and Bones, turned 76 years old the day the Guidestones went down. And the Guidestones are built under the alias R.C. Christian, which equals 76 in this cipher. Like President Carter is 76, and airplane is 76. That's a lot. And remember, we were talking about Obama's movie with the 76s all over it, right? So we just talked about the Georgia Guidestones, which opened on 3/22/1980. Who was president? Okay? Who was president when the Georgia Guidestones opened? Jimmy Carter, the governor from Georgia. Okay? He was president from 77 to 81. So in 80, he was the president, right? So he died 44 years after the Guidestones. And Georgia equals 44. They were in Elberton, Georgia. Elberton equals 44. Obama number 44, right? And how tall were the Guidestones? They were 19 feet 3 inches tall. 193, the 44th prime number. Right? We talked about that with Bamba, the boxer who I connected to Obama. Because remember, his record was 193. 193, the 44th prime number. And the guy who just signed him was Neo. Remember, Neo's full name equaled 193. All right? And now, speaking of Jimmy Carter and Skull and Bones, what if I told you Jimmy Carter died 322 days after George's birthday. 322, the number of skull and bones. Now, here's where I start connecting it to the Bush family, because George H.W. Bush and Jimmy Carter are the last two presidents to die, okay? And I'm making the connection to skull and bones here, right? Notice James Carter equals 41 and 76, like skull and bones is 41 and 76. And don't forget, George H.W. Bush was the 41st president, like skull and bones, right? And he's a member of Skull and Bones. And I'm going to connect it to him in a big way in a second. But also James Earl Carter, his first, middle, and last name is 149, like skull and bones, 149. So long story short, James Carter equals skull and bones. James Earl Carter equals skull and bones. What are the odds that he would die 322 days after George's birthday? What are the odds? Now, what are the odds the last two presidents to die, George H.W. Bush and Jimmy Carter, they died 2,222 days apart? 2222. Of course, order out of chaos is 222. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222. Don't forget, Squid Game just came out 222 days from Obama's birthday, and player number 222 is the star of the show this year, and her character name is a perfect match to Squid Game. Now back to George H.W. Bush. What if I told you that Jimmy Carter died 1,666 weeks after the last day in office for H.W. Bush, and he also died 11,666 days after the last day of Bush being in office? And again, they're the last two presidents to die. So I think that's pretty crazy. You put that together, I don't think they're both a coincidence. What do you think? They died 2,222 days apart, and then you have the big 666 connection from the last day in office for Bush. Jimmy Carter died on the 29th, and he died 29 days after H.W. Bush's death date, the same day as the Jeju Air crash. Jeju Air 29, Jimmy 29, Carter 29, dead on the 29th. And how many passengers were on that plane? 175. Like President Carter equals 175, who died on the same day as the plane crash. And back to George H.W. Bush, Jimmy Carter died 201 days after George H.W. Bush's birthday, 201, like the Jesuit order 201. Well, when did Jimmy Carter die? He died on 12/29, the 201st prime number. 12/29, the 201st prime number. Wow. And then we had the perfect game in prime time. We had the team from Georgia, where Jimmy Carter's from, the Atlanta Falcons, against the team from Washington, D.C., where the White House is, the Washington Commanders. So the perfect game in prime time. And after the game, you had number 39 propose to his girlfriend, Jimmy Carter, the 39th president, right? And then who does he propose to? His girlfriend named Michaela Worley, which equals 201 on the 201 prime day. Now stick around to the end. I got new information on the 201. But not only did number 39 propose to his girlfriend, but right before the game they let us know that the Falcons quarterback, Michael Penix Jr., he also got engaged to a girl named Olivia Carter. How about that? Olivia Carter. And this is all a coincidence. He's got a Carter. He's number 39. Right? And you got the Georgia team and the Washington, D.C. team. Crazy. And so we're making the connection to the Jesuit order here, right? That big number 201. James Earl Carter Jr. equals the Jesuit order in multiple ciphers. James Earl Carter Jr., 17769, like the Jesuit order. And back to the Georgia Guidestones. He died 177 days after the anniversary of the Guidestones. It was also 177 days after the birthday of George Walker Bush. And notice George Walker Bush is 177. And remember the book he was reading on 9/11? It was called Reading Mastery 2, which equaled 177. And inside that book, we found The Pet Goat on page 153. The Pet Goat equals 153. Like the Illuminati 153, Jesuit Order 153, Hierophant 153, Elberton, Georgia 153, where the Guidestones were. And then Heliofont re-uploaded iPet Go 2 153 days after they took it down. But anyways, 177 days after the birthday of George Walker Bush and the anniversary of the Guidestones, George Walker Bush, James Earl Carter Jr., the Jesuit Order, New World Order, they're all 177. And if we go back 177 weeks before Jimmy Carter died, we land on Barack Obama's birthday. And what was the halftime score of that football game? Oh, look, it was 17-7, 177, like James Earl Carter Jr. And how many points were scored in that game, which went into overtime, like Jimmy Carter's life went into overtime? It was 24-30, okay? A combined 54 points, like Jimmy Carter equals 54. When you write out 100, it equals 54, like Jesuit Order 54. Jimmy Carter died 54 days after the election, which was on 11-5 as the Commanders improved to 11-5. So just undeniable stuff all over the place. Jimmy Carter's also 72, like Jesuit Order 72. The 39th U.S. president died 39 days after Joe Biden's birthday. Guys, give me 1 second. I got to take care of something in the next room. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so Jimmy Carter, the 39th president, died 39 days after Joe Biden's birthday, the current president, right? And Jimmy Carter also died 39 weeks before his own birthday. And the guy who caught the game winner in the game was Zach Ertz. Notice Ertz has the 39. And Jimmy Carter, famous for peanuts, which is 39, right? Well, on top of that, me and Garo probably been talking about it before me. Not that it matters, but anyways, I have no problem giving all credit to Garo, Jurassic liars. If, you know, I'm talking about the Trump death, right? So when it does happen, you know, I don't care who gets the credit. That's not what's important. But yeah, everybody knows Garo has been talking about the death of Trump for, you know, at least 5 years now. And I've been on YouTube for, you know, almost 5 years. But anyways, we've both been talking about it. Not just me and him, but other people. And it's going to happen. We do believe. But anyways, we've been talking about the soon coming death of Trump for a long time, right? Well, today, or not today, when Jimmy Carter died, it was 167 days before Trump's birthday. Why does that matter? Because 167 is the 39th prime number. And Jimmy Carter was the 39th president, right? So definitely something to look at with Trump. And I have another connection to Trump here in a second when we get to the funeral information. But here is the first part of the new information. We got a date now for the funeral. So the funeral for the 39th president is going to be held on January 9th. That's going to be 3 months and 9 days after his birthday. Can you believe it? 3 months and 9 days after his birthday for the old 39, for the 39th U.S. president. And on top of that, it's going to be 100 days after his 100th birthday. He died at 100. What are the odds they're going to have the funeral 100 days after his birthday? Right? I mean, think of how perfect that lines up. The 39th president died at 100. They're going to have his funeral 3 months and 9 days after his birthday, 100 days after his birthday. Again, the 39th president died at 100. That's pretty wild there. Now, we've made all kinds of connections to the Jesuit order. I also think it's interesting that the funeral is going to be 266 days before his birthday. Of course, the Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, equals 266. The current Pope, Pope Francis, he's the 266th Pope. All right? And notice it says, Biden closes government as mark of respect for late former President Jimmy Carter. And see how they highlighted the words mark of respect, which equals 201. Like the full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, equals 201. And he lives in suite number 201 at the Domus Sanctae Martyr, which equals 201. And we've talked a lot about the Georgia Guidestones today. Did you know the Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday? And the Guidestones are built under the alias R.C. Christian. R.C. Christian is a perfect match to Pope Francis in 3 out of the 4. Okay, so pretty interesting, right? That we have the 266 connection. The funeral is going to be 266 days before his birthday. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope. And the full name of the Pope equals 201. He lives in suite 201. The Jesuit order 201. Mark of respect 201. And remember, he died on 12/29, the 201 prime number, and it was 201 days after George H.W. Bush died. And we're looking at that because they're the last 2 presidents to die, right? And then remember, we had number 39, like Jimmy Carter was number 39, proposed to the girlfriend, Michaela Worley, which had the 201. All right? Now, one more thing about Trump. I mentioned earlier that he died 167 days before Trump's birthday, the 39th prime, and he was the 39th president, right? Well, look at the funeral. You know, I'm always talking about Trump and the 222. The funeral is going to be 22 weeks and 2 days before Trump's birthday, 222. So we have a funeral with the 222 connecting to Trump, and we've been talking about Trump's funeral coming very soon, right? Of course, Trump just won the election 222 days before his birthday, right? Of course, the first U.S. case of COVID was in King County, Seattle, 222 days after Trump's birthday. Wuhan coronavirus equals 222. He was the father of the vaccine, right? And while he was president, it was declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Don't forget World Economic Forum 222, vaccine cards 222, COVID vaccines 222, event 201 222. The list goes on. And again, Obama tested positive in the year 2022, 222 days from his birthday. And then don't forget, Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. Don't forget, there was a 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization where Trump took the stand 222 days from his birthday, and Trump Organization equals 222. So, yeah. The 222, clearly a big number with Trump, and I do think it's interesting that the funeral will be 22 weeks and 2 days before Trump's birthday. And then another addition here, we had all the 666 connections with Bush, but also Jimmy Carter got married on July 7th, 1946, which means he died 28,666 days after he got married. So another 666 there to add to the list. But yep, that's pretty much it on Jimmy Carter. And now let's go back to the blackout in Puerto Rico. We'll do a quick recap, including the new finds from Cody. And then we will see if anybody has any questions or anything else to add. Alright guys, long story short, blackout, power outage, Puerto Rico, New Year's Eve. Alright guys, here we go. If you're just coming in, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. So we're connecting this to Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind, about a blackout. Leave the World Behind equals 192. Great Tribulation, 192. Obama equals 192. Don't forget how big that number was with the last Super Bowl. Remember, Super Bowl 58 equaled 192. Usher Raymond IV, he did halftime. Usher Raymond IV, 192. The guy who caught the game winner, Kerry Nicole Hardeman Jr., equals 192, and the Super Bowl was 192 days from Obama's birthday. And a million other 192 rituals, like when Lil Nas X had Obama represented in the video J Christ, and they show a guy that looks just like Obama in that video. That's the video where he's playing basketball with the Satan shoes against Satan. Anyways, when he uploaded that video, he had 19.2 million subs, and he stayed there for months. Even though the video is getting millions of views, his sub count didn't change. It stayed at 19.2. Alright, so Leave the World Behind, 192. Great Tribulation, 192. Obama, 192. The movie, Leave the World Behind, ends in the Commodus bunker. Commodus dead in the year 192. When did he die? He died December 31st. That's today. You get it? You get it? Here's a picture from the movie. There's the Commodus bunker in the movie. Look at that, guys. He died December 31st. That's how the movie ends, in the Commodus bunker. He died December 31st, and we get a blackout today on December 31st. He died in 192. Like Obama, like Leave the World Behind, 192. Okay? Commodus, 103.31. Obama, 103.31. Dragon, 103.31. The last episode of Friends, which the little girl watches in the Commodus bunker, the last episode of Friends is called The Last One, which equals 151 and 52, like Power Outage, 151 and 52. And notice the last episode of Friends, Season 10, Episode 18, like Luke 10:18. We get this power outage on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is 52 and 56, like Power Outage is 52 and 56. In Obama's movie about the power grid, the cargo ship White Lion loses control. White Lion is a perfect match to Power Grid in 3 out of the 4. And then we had the cargo ship hit the bridge, made the bridge collapse. Alright, the bridge collapsed at 1:28 a.m. Bridge collapse equals 1:28. It was the Francis Scott Key Bridge. It collapsed 128 days before Francis Scott Key's birthday. It happened in Maryland, which equals 128. The name of the ship, White Lion, equals 128. Obama's movie hit Netflix on December 8th. 12/8, 128. The movie about the power grid, 128. The bridge also collapsed 128 days after Joe Biden's birthday. President Barack Obama equals 128. The cargo ship loses control in the movie with 128 minutes left in the movie. And then 128 minutes into the movie, they show a bridge collapse. Now, before I move on to this, let me show you the stuff that Cody found. Alright? Here's the premiere of Leave the World Behind. It made its premiere October 25th, 2023. Okay? Let me go step by step. Let's start with the days. Today is 433 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind. The 84th prime number is 433. Today's 433 days after the premiere. That's the 84th prime number. Obama equals 84. Born on 8/4. You could also say today is 61 weeks and 6 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind. All right? And blackout equals 616. Like today is 61 weeks and 6 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind. And you could also say that today is 14 months and 6 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind, like Power Outage is 146. So those are 3 great additions by Cody, and I will be making slides out of those. So on top of all that, the energy company in Puerto Rico is Luma Energy. Luma Energy is 149. Today is 149 days after Obama's birthday. Like Antichrist, 149, Revelation 149. Obama last visited Puerto Rico June 14th, 2011. We get this power outage today, 49 days after his visit there. Luma Energy, 49, Antichrist, 49, Revelation equals 49. Luma Energy is a perfect match to Antichrist and Revelation in 3 out of the 4. The blackout today, 4 months and 4 weeks after Obama's birthday, Obama number 44. The movie Leave the World Behind hit Netflix 4 months and 4 days after Obama's birthday. In the movie, they show the Obey poster. The same guy who created the Obey poster created Obama's Hope poster. Obama ran on Hope. Hope equals 44. Obama number 44. And then in the movie, as she's making her way down to the communist bunker, it says Hope begins in the dark, which equals 323, like Barack Hussein Obama. 323. We just had the blackout in Cuba on 10/18, like the last episode of Friends, season 10, episode 18. Luke 10:18, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Barack means lightning, bomb of the heights. And the director of Leave the World Behind and Obama, their birthdays are 10 months, 18 days apart. The production company is called S-Mail Corp, which equals 666. And the blackout in Cuba was 76 days after Obama's birthday, like Barack Obama equals 76, like there's 76s all over the movie. And 76 days after Obama's movie hit Netflix, we had the massive cell phone outage. And in the movie, the cell phones going out is like the first thing that happens, right? Back to the blackout in Cuba. That was 181 days after the president's birthday, like Barack Hussein Obama, 181, Barack Obama. Like we just had 181 people on the South Korea plane, which equaled 181. And today is 7 months, 4 days before Obama's birthday, like New Year's Eve blackout. Today is 74 days after the blackout in Cuba, which happened on the day leaving 74 days left in the year, like Energy is 74, and Lucifer 74. And today is exactly 58 weeks and 0 days after Leave the World Behind was released in theaters. Puerto Rico 58, Power 58, Power 32, Barack Obama 32, Obama 32, and today is 116 days before the governor of Puerto Rico's birthday, Barack Hussein Obama 116. And again, if anybody wants to support the channel, very much appreciated, and thank you so much to everyone who does help out. But yeah, guys, you put all that together, I think it's pretty undeniable. Today is the day that Commodus died, December 31st, right? We got all the great connections that Cody found, like it's 14 months, 6 days from the premiere, which is Power Outage. It's also 433 days later, which is the 84th prime number, which is Obama 84. And it's also 61 weeks and 6 days, which is blackout. Right? So those are all great additions. Again, today's the day Commodus died. Commodus equals Obama. The last episode in the Commodus bunker, called The Last One equals power outage. Power outage equals New Year's Eve. White lion equals power grid. We went over the bridge collapse. Today's 149 days after Obama's birthday, like Luma Energy 149. And Luma Energy is a perfect match to Antichrist and Revelation. Wow. I'd say pretty undeniable yet again. All right, let me turn this around. All right, guys, what do you think? Pretty wild, and thank you everyone for the additions. Hey Jenny, good to see you. Yeah, thank you Garo for sending people over. I appreciate that. Hey Dirk, good to see you. Hey Thomas. Hey Marlo. All right, we got the whole Jurassic crew over here. All right, that's great. Yeah, it's much better when we all work together, ain't it? But yeah, for the record, I don't care about being right or wrong. I just care about the truth. So if Garo's right, that's great. Either way you look at it, we're in the end times, and Jesus is coming soon. That's the most important thing. Clearly, the beast system is here. Hey Fender, hey Todd, hey Joel, hey Motorcycle, hey Scotty, hey Cohen, hey Travis. Hey Patrick, good to see you. Oh, both Patricks. We got both Patricks in here. Good to see you guys. Hey Betty. Does anybody have anything to add on the blackout or Jimmy Carter? I think they're both pretty undeniable. The blackout stuff you just saw, undeniable. The Jimmy Carter decode, undeniable. So, do me a favor, share this stuff. Let's get it out there. Remember, I'm on like channel number 12 now. They just deleted my channel like 4 months ago, so I'm still rebuilding. So if you guys want to help grow the channel and share this out to Facebook or Twitter, wherever you can, very much appreciated. Hey Jason, good to see you. All right, Cody wants me to see a Philadelphia Eagles post. Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh. I see. Cody, you're talking about the blackout post that the Eagles made today? All black? Blackout uniform? Flip the switch? Alright, can't wait, Cody. Cody says he's going to do a quick video covering this. Look what the Eagles posted. Flip the switch. Blackout uniforms, all black. On the day of a blackout. Look at that. Flip the switch with the all black blackout uniforms. Is that what you wanted me to see there, Cody? Flip the switch? Very good. Very good. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll get done and we'll go bomb Cody's chat. I'll be in there. No, I'm not too familiar with the New York blackout of 77, to be honest. And Cody said the Eagles are the ones who posted blackout is commencing last year. Yep. Yeah, Cody's been talking a lot about blackouts for the last couple years, and obviously I have too with the Leave the World Behind connections. But yeah, I think it's going to happen. You remember that show, Revolution, where the lights go out? I think that's what's going to happen. I think a lot's going to happen here very soon. Over this next year, man. I mean, I think World War III already started with Russia, Ukraine. I think it's only going to escalate. I do believe this is the year we get involved. I think 2025 is the year America is directly involved in World War III. You could have massive blackout this year in the United States. Could see the dollar crash this year. We're getting late in the game here, all right? Could have a new lockdown, new pandemic, right? Pandemic. But yep, this is going to be a big year. There's Garo. Garo says the blackout represents Elvis being the black star. Right. Yeah, doesn't Elvis have a black star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? Hey, Jenna. Good to see you. I missed you earlier. Sorry, Jenna. Good to see you. But yeah, on my channel, obviously I connect things to Obama being the Antichrist. On Garo's channel, Jurassic Liars, he thinks Elvis is the unseen Antichrist, like behind the scenes, but Donald Trump is like the Antichrist in the flesh. And I've always said if it's not Obama, it's Trump. So I can definitely get down with that. And there are definitely connections between Elvis and Trump, and Elvis and coronavirus and the whole thing. So yeah, we have, a difference of opinion, but we both do good work. And if you want to check him out and see the connections to Trump being the Antichrist, which is really Elvis, but definitely check him out. I've been watching Garo for as long as I've been on YouTube, so I'm always picking up some good information. But yeah, check him out. Hey Pamela, good to see you. But yeah, thank you, Cody, for letting me know about the Eagles post. Flip the switch on the day of a blackout. So, Cody, let us know when you're going live, or roughly, and that way I can wrap it up, which I'm about to do anyways. But yeah, we'll wrap it up and we'll head over to Cody's channel. Garo says, yes, that is correct. Elvis is the black star, and that is why he came, is the only one who has a black star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yep. Great stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. But yeah, 2025 going to be a huge year. A lot of stuff going to happen. But yeah, let's see. We did the recap already. We covered Jimmy Carter. That pretty much covers it on my end. Anybody have anything else to add? Let me know. If not, we will wrap it up. Hey, Trust No One, good to see you. Hey, Eddie. But yeah, guys, I think it was a good show. Pretty undeniable. The blackout ritual today. Even if you don't agree with me that Obama's the Antichrist, which obviously some people in the chat don't agree with, I think it's pretty undeniable that the blackout today is connected to Obama's movie. I think that's undeniable because the movie ends in the Commodus bunker. Today is the day Commodus died. Hello. And then, all the other connections. New Year's Eve equals power outage. And, it's Obama's movie, right? Today is 149 days after Obama's birthday, like Luma Energy 149, right? So, again, even if you don't agree that Obama's the Antichrist, I definitely think we can all agree this blackout today was connected to Obama's movie, right? Today is exactly 58 weeks after Leave the World Behind hit theaters. Puerto Rico equals 58, power equals 58, right? And then today's 433 days after the premiere, 433, the 84th prime number, which is Obama, 84. Today's 14 weeks and 6 days after the premiere, power outage 146. And today is 61 weeks and 6 days after the premiere of Leave the World Behind, 616 is blackout. So, anyways, that's what I got for you. But yeah, we will head over to Cody shortly, see what he's got. And then I'm sure Jurassic, he'll be on later at some point. So we got a full day ahead of us, people. Alright guys, well thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And do me a favor on the way out, please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the chat over at Cody's and over at Jurassic, alright? So, keep looking up guys. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I will see you guys on the next video. God bless.